Hey Watchers, how's it going? Will here with another Avengers Theory video for you, and today we're talking about the King of Wakanda, Black Panther, as it relates to the recently released Avengers Infinity War. Spoilers incoming, so if you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend you go out and see it, then come back to this. So, for those continuing, we unfortunately know that T'Challa's fate ends up like the majority of the other characters in the film, where he becomes much like the Kansas song, Dust in the Wind. Now, although we have confirmation that Black Panther 2 will happen at some point, and Avengers 4 all but certainly has to deal with the ramifications of Infinity War, what I want to do today is talk about who of the potential survivors could pick up the mantle of Black Panther in the wake of his, and probably half of Wakanda's, untimely demise. It looks to me like there are three potential candidates. First is Mbaku, the ruler of the Jabari mountain tribe. We saw it was a crucial plot point that he actually battled T'Challa for the mantle of king, and with it Black Panther during the solo film back in February. He has also been ruling over his own people, and they developed their own technology without the use of vibranium. His reliability in being willing to work with T'Challa for the betterment of Wakanda, I believe, means that he not only has great experience as a leader and as a warrior, but also was actually offered the heart-shaped herb in the previous film. Wakanda will need guidance, and what better than the other ruler who almost got the role before. The only real snag is that the Jabari tribe reject vibranium technology, so I'm unsure if he would try to enforce those changes on the rest of the country. Second would be Shuri. This one seems like a fine pick for two reasons. One is for comic synergy, because a lot of people since her first appearance in the film have wondered when will we get to actually see her pick up the mantle like she did in the comics. The second reason being that she is actually of royal blood, and after T'Challa may be the next in line in terms of decisions made for the country. The problem you run into is, although that Shuri has experience with using her weapons of her own design, she still comes across as inexperienced and more of a scientist than a warrior. We also don't know how capable she could be at running a country, so she may have to leave that to her mother, the Queen Mother Ramonda. Honestly, I think this would be a cool idea in concept to see a 16-year-old Shuri learning the ropes of being the Black Panther to try and take over where T'Challa started, but it may be a little bit difficult to execute. Third and lastly, Nakia and or Okoye. Thanos willing that Nakia is still alive. The reason I lump these two in together is that the likelihood of either seems about the same, and heck, maybe they could even work together. Shuri has the technology to make it happen. Okoye has leadership and battle experience as the leader of the Doro Milaje, so she seems to know how to use an army and fight well, but she may also not be willing to part ways with her dedicated position as a general, despite it being because she is so dedicated to protecting the Golden City. Nakia would be a very fun choice, partially because of how far her on-screen adaptation is a departure from her comic version. To see her response to grief be to take on action seems like it may be in character so long as she continues to be on the move. I think Okoye would be a Panther of the people who stays and protects the city, while Nakia would be a globe-trotting Avengers-esque Panther who works in other places to build relations between Wakanda and other nations. It would be fun to see two different takes at once, and how the country has to be rebuilt and restructured after such a devastating loss. So, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If we don't see T'Challa return for a little while, who do you think could take up the mantle of Black Panther? In my personal opinion, I don't think the Russos will give it to anyone and just kind of hold off on using the mantle and the character, instead just choosing to further develop his already extensive supporting cast. But while you're in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Hybrid Network. Also, make sure you turn on the bell for notifications and check out our website for other updates. I've been Will, and have a nice day.